surprisingly, Woxic is actually getting drawn by the bait.
The timing's so perfect as well. The peaks, the continuous prods from Vadim and Co. will now lead into the ace for execution where only 2 players are standing. XANTARES is one of them though. He can only get damage on towards Ronin. Calyx can trade Westmelon and do a bit more damage to Bingo, but only going so far as the damage against the man. Vadim will find another good kill back to xCloud, and Woxic will trade back on short. 3 versus 2. xPro may have been spotted out there towards the broken wall. Got imoRR leaning in with the Julies, but xPro just lands the headshot. imoRR can return, and a counter flanking from Vadim leaves it all on Ronin, baby, to hold down the site for the time being. Footsteps heard, no defuse kit, but it's a 3k thing.
For more impact up on this quad angle.
Vadim spotted, sprays through, damage done. Ronin does get one good trade. XANTARES can trade it right back and transfer damage towards Vadim, continuing the hurt against the man, even though he's not dead. It's 1 low HP player for Lynn Vision, 2 for Eternal Fire, but a man advantage for the CT side regardless, as that bomb pushes into the B side. xCloud and imoRR engaging on imoRR's contact. The SMG will wait back for him to push into the site itself and just get money together. Westmelon will be that first man out and first man down. Continuous sprays, keep the damage up, and it should be Eternal Fire taking control from here.
Just easy pickings, really coming out towards that B site. Vladim's just hoping for an over, trying to see if he can hunt after time. Knows that already he's low. Initiated in a round like this, they can find something back. Ronin baby just getting caught off. An aggressive angle for Woxic. Surprised about the aggression that's being found from Eternal Fire, knowing that they're just up against an eco. I guess they're fueled with confidence at this point.
Be confident coming into this matchup in general, to be fair. Sprays through on the AKs and
play really deep on B. There's never really the hesitation or the in-between nature of how they want to play over the half wall. And even for a more bomb control now, round's done.
As rotates being a matter of time here for the CTs. I mean, they're not actually going to commit to it, just to Westmelon in particular. But the main concern is Lynn Vision's time at 10 seconds left. Got to get this bomb plant in. XANTARES and Calyx crossfire. Ronin gets the trade. XANTARES can line up 2. I think he stalled for enough time. Indeed, he has. With Woxic on rotation, he drops the bomb for the last time in the round. And it's the timer running out upon Lynn Vision once again. They will first man up, and Woxic has a very tight angle to hold. Spots out the first, transfers to the second. Westmelon is still alive. He can get the bomb down right here. Calyx trying to cover off xPro, but Calyx killed off XANTARES in the mix. So a 3v2, low HP on 2 players for Lynn Vision.
I can't believe they've actually turned this around into a positive. Retake mode now coming through from the Turkish players, but no use.
The bomb site by the time 10 tick by. Far forward to this one, actually. The T's have to regress forward with an 8 stack on XANTARES and imoRR. All the back to turn towards him. Vadim! Okay, that's a crispy little adjustment. And the AWP of Woxic can adjust towards it. At least take xPro down.
Fair play. The coach really stepping up when it matters the most. A cheeky, indecisive play of going aggressive down from mid gets caught off. Yeah, the AWP is still alive, but what are they playing with here? They catch
side, and that'll stall for enough time for Woxic to get back here. Is there a gap this time? He doesn't need one anyway. Shot straight on Westmelon into a 2 versus 2, and Bingo making a lot of noise. Woxic just blind firing continuously. Bomb plant could be denied by xCloud. That's exactly what he does. Turns onto Ronin, who trades it back to a 1 versus 1, and what? On this A commitment, a couple players in at brackets. You've got Bingo out of the apartments. Woxic will land on Westmelon, and that'll draw a little bit of attention away. His sacrifice might be noble enough to keep at least 1 player out of the back of the site. Smoke down at Moto, and all imoRR spots Vadim, gets the kill to a 5-on-3. Spots 1 player in the apartments as well, turns on him. xCloud swings on Ronin, baby, and this is just clinical from Eternal Fire.
Played around that utility any better than he did.
Molotov's in, but Calyx will be blocked off by the smokes going down. Bingo will get XANTARES, and Calyx still peeks in. The flashbangs keeping him blinded, though, allows xCloud and Woxic a couple of kills. Calyx swings back on man, but he's not going for the backstab. He's going to commit to the site itself. imoRR now across as xCloud wins the fight against Vadim. xPro can turn 1 frag away, but he's got to get 3 more to clutch this. Bomb could also get planted from this position. That might be the best bet for Lynn Vision.
Get that bomb down, get the cash injection, and hope to see if you can isolate some of these individuals.
Saving the AK will not be an option. Bingo leans in, gets taken right back out. 10 to the clock. Lynn Vision charging forward. Ronin will get Calyx, at least XANTARES to the center of the side. 2 frags to his name. Woxic catches Essence and heavy-handed towards this side of the map. Westmelon, caught off by imoRR. 4 it transferred. We've seen 1 player being gone, not quite landing the shot. Calyx is there to try and counteract it. Ronin turns around, 1 frags, and XANTARES there with a quick responsive, and Vadim's left alone. A 1 versus 4 for the coach. Gets at least that 1 pick against XANTARES. Can also secure a bomb plant here, so there'll be bonus cash again for Lynn Vision, but trying to force out picks against the CT forces. We'll see.
xCloud's just going to try and see if he can waste for time, and he's already seen the wrap-in from CT.
And the second player as well. Westmelon catches imoRR at the end of the smoke, a headshot through it, and now it leaves it all on xCloud. Lines up 1, only 1. Brought to evens at a 3v3 though. Lynn Vision still got to prepare for the retake.
Yeah, we don't see retakes very often here for Eternal Fire. 3v3, no point saving you. Got to back yourself to go for this. And actually, all three players are coming in from this banana angle.
Swinging from XANTARES to the backside. Seeing that blood, but not seeing Westman, and that nade will do some damage towards the Nando. Still not putting him to peak. X-Bro, tight angle held and headshot gain. Looking in for Calyx, will catch the trade right back. Expect Westman to be there at dark, and indeed he is. Now it's Woxing with a nade that should get the kill, but big. Any real way in. 40 seconds, they're going to make a move.
Oh, and another spam coming through. That's Woxic being able to get a kill. And X-Tan's just playing up here at the first Origins position with the first contact onto Westmelon. Things are looking very awkward now for Lynn Vision.
Even imoRR's got a tag off on X-Pro with a Deagle. 25 seconds. They've got to make their move in now. The bomb's probably spotted, and Woxic has the gap pretty opened up. X-Pro's got to get that smoke in, and indeed he will be able to do so. One player in the backside. Vaden's got to try isolate. There's not nowhere X-Val is just yet. Peeks in. X-Val with the SMG gets another good frag. Leaves it on X-Pro on 10 points of health to go for the plant, but a 1v3 far. And Lynn Vision have only had glimpses, some moments of brilliance, nothing definitive. XANTARES caught sleeping in mid to start things off with a pistol round as Lynn Vision charged forward. Eternal Fire capitulate on the 3 over on A, and now they spotted him.
A lot of jiggling coming out for Lynn Vision. They do. He could have here. Rotation's already coming through. Time is very low. Nice, another shot coming through.
Ashes in Westmelon. Oh, I thought that was the kill for him. It's actually X-Pro out towards the wood stack. Damage spot 2 players crossing. Back will be turned to at least one man. Gets XANTARES. The Calyx there with a quick deagle back to respond. And the Mac 10 is so ready for the rotations inbound from running, baby. Caught off bingo. 1v3. And Eternal Fire indeed have forced their way back in control of this matchup. At least is what you think. Smoke this time. The taps come through from Westmelon. Still 2 HP as he tagged down towards Vaden with a ballsy play. Only gets 1 pick for it. And X-File gets tagged. The T's will try and escape for exits. Will be running, baby. And bingo gets X-File as well. imoRRR will also ski. It definitely is. This risk that might pay off. imoRRR, however, shuts down Westmelon, kicks things off, and finds X-Pro at the gap in the smoke. As on the lone control of smoke, down a short Woxic up against Vadim as Caesar gets the kill, and a double up, looking for the triples. Bingo's fallen, going in for the ninth kill. That's reckless, and needlessly so. Running, baby, standing alone. He has found Calyx in the mix, but they now know where the last man is, so they just go straight to that B-bomb site, get that bomb plant in. imoRRR's on for the ace here, but X-Flair's going to steal it as running charge.
To pay the price because of it.
AK straight up out of the pistol, trying to force their way in towards mid-control, and once again, they just kind of fall apart. Vaden does get 1 frag at least. But nothing more than that, it feels. X-Pro down, running against 4. Yeah, waiting in the midst of the smoke, and here come Eternal Fire. X-Pro overwhelmed. Westmelon lines up 2 from the back of Dark, though. Smoke down to buy himself a bit of cover. There's a gap in it. He does escape successfully. They're still burning away, and they will find the headshot against the man, so...
Oh, they're going to actually take the intent of getting aggressive out towards CT. They line up for a moment, and Woxic knows where the last player is. Now he can just play the time.
1v1. Bomb also well and truly in his information pouch. Vaden just making a lot of noise, so giving even more over towards the man Woxic. A case of a headshot at the right time. The M4 takes the fight, and Vaden wins it. The element that he is in this team. But here we stand with 2 other players tapping up to the fold. And XANTARES will be the first casualty, in fact, of this round. Ronin again, trying to find whatever way he can into this round. imoRRR takes out Vadim towards the B campaign as he removes him from Banana, and Flash smoke their way into the site. X-Pro out in the open, does catch imoRRR looking the wrong way, so there is a man advantage to... And will find his way into the flank position instead. He is in for a rude awakening. No, X-Pro wins the fight. That makes it now a 2-man advantage for Lynn Vision. Westmelon holds on his lonesome, sees the smokes coming down, might call in for backup. Indeed, he will do so. That Molotov completely misses, though. It bounces off the coffin and doesn't drive him away. He gets a tag on X-Cloud, information on Woxic, and will back off to set Lynn up for the retake. X-Cloud in the back going to burn. They might not even need to do so.
Woxic just hoping to do as much damage in as possible. See if he can fight these Banana players coming in. Both of those mollies just not even going down, exploding in the air. Get the Deagle out. Try and see if he can hold this AWP into the next round. Not going to happen at all. At least the AWP's watching for it.
Oh, X-Cloud still gets the kill for it anyway. Bingo on the site sees the headshots. X-Cloud and Calyx have overwhelmed the last 2 players. Calyx leaning in. X-Pro gets the kill. Leans back to do some damage towards Calyx, but the kills come in for X-Cloud and Calyx at the same time. Smokes on Bingo. We need to tap up. Can't quite connect the kill shot onto imoRR. Westmelon can do so. Out here, not aware where Expro's coming in from the back with such low HP. It's an easy tap shot to deal with him. And Vaden's on 1 point of health himself. As
Westmelon down on that long approach. The aggression out from the upper and lower tunnels hasn't really found a lot of success. This shot at least has.
Fantastic. Again from the scout player, Westmelon's Deagle finds another good kill. Calyx there with a trade, doubles up as Westmelon gets a bit too overly aggressive, and Bingo is caught off
towards CT. There's already an individual of X-Fan that could get caught into the open. I like
where the T-side players are at. The flashes forward here. They can't mow down by...
Westmelon's now getting aggressive, but the footsteps are being heard by Calyx, and the AWP at least punishes that kill.
Westmelon gone. Woxic tries to see if he can find the next player down here at the tunnels. He's got running so close towards him. Will he take this position? Yes, he will. Get the kill back in. Game plan here. Both players inbound. Calyx spotted and sprayed. Now Bingo swings upon the AW.
They don't know about Ronan Baby, though.
Oh, smoke that he can try and excuse here, seeing where XANTARES is doing damage. X-Cloud strikes on Bingo, and imoRR gets running, and immediately you can see Vaden's rotation back out of spawn, thinking there might be a B play, but he might be best to save it from here. Westmelon is at the gap in the, or at the smoke at the cross. Sees where Calyx is, at least gets that one frag. Can't find imoRR, though. XANTARES is so low, so he should be dead to rights if he peeks him. With Vaden dropping even lower, Westmelon is losing support from his teammates. A backstab also inbound from X-Cloud. Finally, that nade gets XANTARES to drop, but now they're dealing with X-Cloud. A good blind shot comes in against the man, so 3v2 now. Vaden with the AWP boosting up the M4 dealt with. imoRR turns around towards X-Pro, both AWPs challenging him. Finally, a jumping shot comes in, but Woxic's watching from pit, and there's no kit on.
Become through Eternal Fire are waiting for this over-aggression, and at least they've seen it towards top mid.
The Retro yesterday was saying that I'm the opposite fortune teller, so everything I say doesn't come true.
Oh, right, so, okay, interesting.
If I say Eternal Fire are going to win this round, they're going to lose this round. But if I say they're going to lose this round,
they're going to win it.
They're going to win it. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so. Okay. I get the logic.
Exactly. Unfortunately, it seems like that in truth, no predictions on this one. It seems like Eternal Fire are going to concede this one. They've lost a 2-for-1 trade. They've got the M4 on Woxic at least, but no Kevlar. This should be pretty easy for the Lynn Vision side to just take control of.
Yeah, you would imagine so. Vladim's got to be careful about overextending the angle too wide with this AWP, because he could just get masked down with the over-aggression with how many T-side players are still here in mid. And this AWP does not have a lot of support from a teammate.
M4 doesn't either, and actually it's the rifle that wins things out here for Eternal Fire. Kill found in surprising fashion. XANTARES seeing Ronan, and Ronan's like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that right here. Hold back at spawn and try and expect some sort of mid-play that could come through. 25 seconds, Eternal Fire have got options, but they're running out of time. They've got to commit to the sites.
Yeah, it seems like they're making the right call here, splitting into B, out from mid. No one here down towards CT Spawn to look in. Ronan Baby's there, and he actually gets domed.
It's all on Bingo. Woxie gets caught for some damage. Now X-Cloud's got an AWP to work with XANTARES with a wide swing. Bingo spots him. Oh my God, Eternal.
This is just an eco round, so try and see if they can drop that last play. He actually drops back down.
Right there, 4 versus 4. Even standing as they continue playing out the defaults. Ronan finds a way around. Calyx quickly drops him. X-Pro next up the face, and X-Cloud gets caught for it, but Calyx is again there for the responsive. So Eternal Fire, a couple of mistakes being made, but ultimately they're keeping it at 2v2.
I wonder who aggressors forward here first. Calyx with this Krieg is looking up from the top mid position. Woxic with the AWP up close and personal. Flash coming in. That's a perfect flash. Now the information comes through, but they don't know about the player on the left-hand side. Now Calyx knows where both of them are.
And the flashbang comes in to blind them off still. Sees Bingo, but flashes forward. T-side players about to aggress real hard. X-Pro's AWP caught blinded. Flick onto imoRR with Bingo getting one. The Deagle strike thrown off by the tag. And Calyx will burn a little bit as well, quite significantly. In fact, he still finds Ronan in the back lines of that platform position. 12 HP. The nade misses entirely for the CT side. So Calyx gets off lightly, and the time's too far ticked. Woxic will start peeking. XANTARES is going to fall, but Calyx, surely he's run enough time down on the clock. No, maybe not. Actually, Vaden gets the kill. Westmelon has a kit, and indeed they steal. A bit of damage from the XANTARES spam, and Woxic above that smoke probably catches him with his back turn. Yeah, retreating away, had no idea what was going on. And that's a 2-man advantage for Eternal Fire.
Calyx is still here, waiting for the push to come through. They've got a 5-on-3. The bomb's still in T-spawn. They've got so much time to work with to bait forward aggression. Bingo with the spray, trying to see if he can get damaged. Gets away with 1 kill. They've already gone for the B exec. They're still going to go back and get the bomb.
Sick flick, not connecting to the likes of Westmelon, and now recognize that they're not going for a plant here. They might start to recognize what's happening. Nice nade onto Wox. They're going to tag him extremely low, so Westmelon will continue trying to hunt for this individual. He's going to check back Xbox and recognize that nobody's there. Woxic getting away, escaping towards lower touch here. 1v3 retake. I mean, we've seen more awkward retakes coming in, and that's at least a decent start here. Kill on imoRR. The hop, skip, and jump out of the ramp control, but a swing in perfectly timed from Wox. Lynn Vision mostly focusing on that buy to try to close out the half on a high. Yeah, I've made a lot of progress up towards mid controls, and XANTARES has caught off 1 player. imoRR now knows what's going on down towards mids, and XANTARES will deal with the flank player of X-Pro in the tunnels. And yeah, this one goes down about as well as it should do. All 5 alive for it.
And not a lot of utility for the CT side to work with, so being able to prod and press in from mid and out from long might be their way in, and unfortunately for X-Pro, even on that swing out, just instantly falls to Calyx, and this is just a lurker lock.
Smoke down against Westmelon, not expecting him to peek up, so Calyx will lose his life for it. It's the only player on the A-side defensive, though. X-Cloud in the midst of the smoke against Vadim. Westmelon gets another good kill back. XANTARES trades it in mid. Vadim will find the 3 versus 2. Favor to Lynn Vision. Bomb should go down. It's a retake on in this round.
And they've still got 2 smokes, and with XANTARES aggressive, he could find both of these kills.
Bingo leaning. XANTARES going to peek, could line them up. Oh, he gets them both perfectly. And running. Now last man standing out towards CT spawns, and XANTARES has done enough to win it, I'd say. Unless he gets imoRR so effective. Where's that bomb planted for on short? That should be XANTARES as the nice angle. A nice line in.
Why this bomb from even getting to the bomb site, Jay?
We're seeing where it is and where it's going. Meanwhile, 2 players crossing out here to the site itself, and Woxic and XANTARES will deal with him, so it's left to Vadim and Bingo. Those 2 players with P250s and no Kevlar to back it up. Tagged up, aim punched all the way down to the pit position, and a firing squad of CT players going to face him. X-Foul with his kill against Bingo. Woxic looking for his as well. Vadim's getting naded and just worn down upon by all 5 CT players. Woxic can at least return fire, and Vadim will take a bit of damage of his own right. It's imoRR's XM that will find Westmelon. Woxic finally gets his shots in, and imoRR now forcing the C-side players to get forwards, and XANTARES will get 1 trade on Bingo. Ronin also being spotted here, so get forced back by Woxic. Nades in, dishing out the damage, getting the kill. It's all left on Vladimir at suicide. 13 for Eternal Fire. Counts don't aid them. Want to give credit to Eternal Fire, by the way, for keeping the kill spread consistently fantastic over the course of this entire matchup. Minimum of 13, maximum of 16 between all players on this CT side. And XANTARES will try to extend his numbers to try and make that a little bit more of a gap. Him and Calyx are the first 2 kills of the round. They have caught imoRR in trade for Lynn Vision. Woxic will chime in with a scout next, so great contributions from all players, and Westmelon and X-Pro. Now just the last 2 players.
In a round like this, though, it is a 4v1 position. XANTARES peeking in from the upper tunnels is going to be able to group with 3 players up on short. They'll lurk out from long, trying to see if he can find some damage. At least deals with Woxic.
Okay, that's something. Smokes up and flashes in. The team's going to try to commit. XANTARES says absolutely not. You boys are never going to get past me. Calyx, maybe they might get past him next. Flab will actually lose his life towards Bingo, so a couple of trades available to 2 versus 2, but now XANTARES is back up in imoRR, and they were on short. They're walking out towards mid. He's going to catch the bomb carrier. All-important frag. Can't quite double up against Westmelon.
Even with a gap in the left-hand side.
Incendiary burning Westmelon down very low. Though XANTARES on the site. He sees X-Pro, comes in with a spray, but doesn't get anything for it. It's Calyx now to close out this map for Eternal Fire. A 1v3 for him. Westmelon on the site was spotted, tapped once, peeking in from windows, spotted out towards Carles. Pro tagged in, sprayed through for Ronin and Bingo, sprays back. Kill will be found. A Woxic. X-Floud picks up a frag. Calyx and imoRR turn it back to a 3.
Westmelon not being ready for it at the time because he turns away, brings it back to a 2v2.
Okay, now we're back in control for Lynn for the time being. X-Cloud engaging against Vadim, and he'll get the kill for it. imoRR jump facing, finding Westmelon. And now against the AWP, gap and a smoke, a swing out. This is doable now. 20 seconds, bomb dropped outside of the site. Vadim's got to secure the plant, try to get some more time to get her peeks in. Now no with the AW. Cloud starts creeping. Westmelon dead to rights with a shot in the back of Bucky. Plenty of bullets flying as XANTARES gets running next. X-Pro turns it around. 2 left. imoRR scout shot. Woxic corpse shot. And there it is. A second 16 lines of the way of Eternal Fire.